Hi everybody, Denise Rave here. How is your evening going? I hope it's going well. I know mine is. Once again, all the kids are asleep, so I'm able to do my vlog. I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about a new curriculum that I will be using this year with my third grader. And it is called Math Lessons for Living Education Level 2. I also purchased this math for my older daughter, level 7, but I will go ahead and go over that one in a different vlog. Right now, I'm just going to talk about this one. The publisher for this math program is Master Books. I've actually never purchased a piece of curriculum or anything from Master Books, so I'm very excited. I've always wanted to, and I was finally able to do it. So this curriculum is Charlotte Mason based in its living education math curriculum. And then what living education means, just in case you don't know, it's a variety of concepts that are taught, such as like copy work and very story based, like this level of math here. This book, we are following a set of twins throughout the book named Charlie and Charlotte, I believe. And they spend time with their mom and dad, they spend time with their grandparents, they make friends along the way. So it's really neat. So it's kind of like real world math at the same time. And it also has oral narration. So like your child or your student will have to, in some instances, explain to you how to do a math problem, like the steps. Like I know in here, as I was flipping through, because I was getting everything ready, because we're starting school August 5th in our homeschool, I was kind of cruising through it, and I noticed like it talked about word problem steps, addition, subtraction steps. So once the child starts working on the addition and subtraction and the word problems and all that good stuff, they should be able to have enough confidence in themselves and enough knowledge to kind of give you not an oral presentation, but like it says, like a narration, like this is how you figure out a word problem. This step, this step, this step, this step. This is how we do the addition problem. We first set up the math problem, add in, and then the plus, minus, what sign, and then the other. So go on. So, so on and so forth is what I'm trying to say. So that's what they would do for like the oral narration. And then, it seems like a very thorough book, and it also has like hands-on manipulatives for you to use, but it's so inexpensive, believe it or not. The manipulatives, for the most part, are found in this book, so you don't need to go out and buy like any expensive manipulative kits, like when we were doing Saxon math, which my daughter liked, and then after a while she absolutely hated it. So, and honestly, I didn't care for it much too after a while. But I remember I had to spend like, I think it was like $50 or $60 just on the manipulative kit alone. So it was very pricey. And so this year I found this because I heard about this math through other YouTubers, other vloggers, and I heard about how great it was, and so I finally broke down and I purchased it, and I'm so glad I did. And I'll be showing you guys like what the book looks like, if just a few pages. I'll show you like the manipulatives that come with it, and then the manipulatives that you'll have to provide on your own. But like I said, it's very inexpensive, and you probably have 98 to 100% of the items in your home. Okay, so let's see. And then also, so the Charlotte Mason, it teaches the whole child. I prefer that method. That's mainly how I teach. My kids love it that way. So that's why I'm glad that I found this book. Let's see. So it's pretty much a no prep, or I shouldn't say no prep because there's prep involved, but it's a low prep as long as you prepped everything like way beforehand. Which is what I did already. I've already started tearing out the pages, laminating, cutting, putting things in folders. So that way, when I'm teaching my child, I'll just be like, oh, okay, let me pull out my manipulatives out of my teacher's resource folder. And I have everything in here. Okay, so, well, since we're already speaking about the, manipulatives, let me show you what I have. So it comes with a calendar. So they have you do calendar, obviously every day for 12 months if it takes you that long to do the program. I do calendar on my own every day with my middle child, the one that I bought this for, Daniela, and also my little TKer. So we won't honestly use this. There's no point because we do circle time, and then I already have like calendar folders for them and calendar math folders for them all made up. So we won't be using that, but it does have nice things here, like it gives you a horizontal addition mat. Okay, so all I did, it was provided in the book. I ripped it out of the book because all the pages are perforated, which is very, very nice. And then I just cut it down, I laminated it, and here we go. So my addition mat, they have it horizontal, and boom, the other side vertical. So that way you can get your child used to seeing math problems in both ways if they're not already used to it. At least it gives reinforcement. So I'm going to put that there for now. And then it gives you a 100s chart, which is very nice. Normally every year I just print out a new one from the computer, but it already had it in there. So guess what? Tore it out, laminate it, cut it down, and there you go. And then on the back side, it's blank. So I have a feeling they're going to be either numbering it 1 through 100, or maybe it's going to be broken down into sections. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten that far into the curriculum yet. I was just trying to prep everything before we start. And then they give you inside of the book a place value counting mat. So they're going to be learning ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands in this curriculum. So that's really cool there. All I did, again, tore it out, laminated it, cut it, boom, done. And this, they give you the addition fact sheets, the other side, subtraction fact sheets. So I'm going to have my daughter do this before we start our learning. I just like how I did with other math programs, I just gave her the paper. Here you go through, do it as fast as you can. Like I give her like a minute to 2 minutes depending. And then so she'll answer as much as she can, and so she's learning her math facts that way. But we also do flashcards to supplement that. And then this is nice too. They also give you a larger addition mat. So you can see when we're teaching the place values, this is where they would put the numbers, the ones and then the tens and then the addition. And then they have one for subtraction. So again, tore it out, laminated it, boom. And if you don't have a laminator, use contact paper. That works just fine. Before I was able to get a laminator, and we're one income, and I know I've told you guys that many times, I couldn't afford a laminator. But I finally broke down and bought one I think a year ago when it was on sale, and it's a Scotch brand laminator. And it costs like $30, but I know Amazon has them for like $20, and I know a lot of homeschool moms who use it. So they're definitely affordable and they're fun. I laminate everything. But anyway, so if you don't have a laminator, definitely you can get contact paper, and you can get that actually pretty cheap at like Staples, Target, wherever they sell office supplies. And there's also, because they'll be learning their doubles, doubles family fact sheet. So that's what I'm going to have her do as well. And then as far as other manipulatives, they give you to tear out hundreds counters. So I just did exactly the same thing. I laminated, cut it out. So hundreds counters, and then these are cute. They give you enough of these, of course, and so all the little beans, so you don't have to get 100 beans, because I mean, I've done that before and it's like the pits to do that. Have you had to do that before? Oh my gosh, it's bad. But anyway, so this is nice. So I have a baggie full of those. And all this is what I'm pulling out of my resource folder. I decided to get really super organized this year. Usually I'm very, very organized, but this year, when it comes to manipulatives, extra worksheets, what have you, I'm definitely putting them in folders. So that way I'm not scrambling around at the last minute. I forgot something. Because, yeah, my memory is like pretty bad sometimes. And then they give you number cards to print out. And what I would be doing with these, it doesn't tell you how to use them, but what I'm using them as, and it kind of makes sense, for the addition and subtraction mats. So let's see here. So 10, I'll just put it here, 10 plus 4, and then they'll write the number 14. Okay, and you can, and if you laminate them, you can use them kind of like as dry erase boards. You can use washable markers, or you can use the whiteboard markers. I usually use the whiteboard markers. And then what they also have here, which actually kind of reminded me of a math program that we used before, Math-U-See, they have Place Value Village. So all I did was, and obviously I would put them all out on the table. Let me see, it was tens. And I would put the tens house here, and then the ones house there. So all I did was cut it out, colored it, just the roof and the doors, just to give it some sort of character, because who wants to look at a boring old bland piece of paper, you know? I noticed color catches the eye, it catches the kids' attention, and it just really makes them focus and tune in. So you have the ones house, okay, and it says only 9 groups of one family can live here. And then the tens house, it gives you reminder, only 9 groups of 10 may live here. The hundreds house, reminder, only 9 groups of 100 may live here. And finally, the thousands house, and it says, remember, only 9 groups of 1,000 may live here. So it's really neat. And what I plan on doing with this is using those counters that they provided us for one, these guys here. But I also bought at the dollar store and at Target, and I actually did a vlog on it. It's part 1 of my homeschool haul. So if you go to my playlist, it'll be there. I bought a few packs of like really cute erasers. I think one pack was like an ice creams, and then another one was like bubblegum machines or something, and unicorns. Because my child is all about unicorns right now. So I would be using that for just the visual for the placement, the place value house. So let me go ahead and put this, my resource folder, to the side. So that is what the manipulatives look like. Okay, now this, I'm just going to show you like a few pages, because I don't want this to go on too long. So this is Charlie and Charlotte. So it has a little story. And this one is Place Value Village, Telling Time, Shapes, and Patterns. Well, we're kind of skipping the shapes and patterns because my daughter knows all her shapes and patterns pretty much. But they do have copy work, like practice writing your numbers. And then they get up to like numbers in the 800s, 900s, thousands. So it's definite copy work. And then like after they visit with grandma and grandpa, they write them a letter. So it's really cute. It's a really nice curriculum. Disclaimer though, that I forgot to tell you in the beginning, it is Christian based. So if you are a secular curriculum buyer, then don't buy this. I mean, it's not like overly inundated, I should say, with the Lord and all that, but it does have a lot of mentioning of him in here. So if you're not into the Christian religion or you know, Catholic, whatever, then maybe this wouldn't be for you, but I don't know, maybe it will. It's a good curriculum either way. And so it kind of touches on the days of the week, months of the year, and let's see here. And then it teaches fractions with shapes. And then it teaches word problems, review, skip counting, even and odd. So it's really cool. It's a neat curriculum. So the lessons, okay, are set up to be approximately, as what they say in the book, 30 minutes per lesson, 5 days a week for 36 weeks. So it tells you right here, if you can kind of see it. If you do it 5 days a week, one lesson a week, a day, which is like a page, sometimes a page and a half to 2 pages, it'll take you 36 weeks. But since I already mentioned before, I'm using this one as kind of review, and an introduction to this as well for my daughter. But we're going to we're going to be completing this curriculum within 23 weeks or sooner, hopefully, depending on how fast my daughter moves through it, because the lessons are so short that honestly, I don't see how it would take 30 minutes to do this. So, not like I really keep to a time limit, but, my daughter loves to do math, so she'll probably blow through a few pages, especially because I'm using this one as review for the first half of our school year. So like, I guess our first semester, if you want to do it that way. And that's doing it as doubling up on lessons every day for 5 days. So this, you can kind of see my chicken scratch off to the side, how like this is just straight review. So we're doing these 3 items here for day 1. We're doing 1 item for day 2, so on and so forth. So we have week 1, we have week 2, week 3, and all the way to day 116, which brings us to week 23. So honestly, I think we're going to be done with that a lot quicker. I'm estimating to hope to be done hopefully before or by the time we go on Christmas break. So that way in January, we start brand spanking new with the level 3 of this math program. And I'm sure we will. Like I said, it's review for my daughter. It's review for my daughter anyway. But I really, really like it. My daughter seemed to kind of like, she grasps math super quick. I mean, way faster than I ever did in school. But maybe because I just had that like mental block, don't like math. But I love it now. I do taxes. I'm an accountant. So yeah, from someone who absolutely despised math to someone that lives and breathes math. So she picks up really quick. So I know she's probably going to fly through these lessons. Mommy, I want to do more. So that's fine. I'll let her. So in January, possibly earlier, we'll start in lesson 3 for lessons for a living education. But I'm also going to be incorporating extra math with this book, just so she's doing a little bit of 3rd grade work at the same time. And then also, I like to give them math games to play because I'm a really firm believer in games and having fun when you're doing school, because we homeschool. We don't want to recreate the classroom where they're sitting here, listening to a lecture for an hour, 45 minutes, and then, test or homework. No, I don't like to do that. I know I didn't like that when I was a kid. When I would sit in school, 7-8 hours of school, you're just sitting there. I mean, not like there's, I'm not bashing public school at all. I was a public school student my whole life. And then I just recently pulled my children out to homeschool. My oldest daughter's been homeschooling for about going on 3 years now. So yeah, but I just feel that incorporating play and incorporating some fun games, even if it's on the computer, like on ABC Ya or Yeah, or like Starfall. It's fun. It's fun. And I limit it. I'm very, very, tight on the time frames on it. I only give them like maybe 10 minutes of screen time when it comes to that sort of stuff, because we do have to get through to our other subjects. But I don't know about you guys, but I don't assign homework. I don't know if you guys assign homework. The only time they would get homework is if like we ran out of time and so they have to just finish it. They'll either do it for homework or for math. We do it 5 days a week. For English, we do it 5 days a week. For our other subjects, we do it 4 days a week. So they have Friday as like catch-up day, math ELA day, and fun day. But anyway, I digress. Sorry about that. Sometimes I do that because I love to talk to you guys. It's just fun. So anyway, so her last curriculum had a few holes here and there. So I just want to kind of seal up those holes per se with this math program, because it is pretty thorough. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to comment down below or message me. I will also be updating through the year on how this math is going, and I'll be doing an end of the year review on it as well. And hopefully my next vlog will be on level 7 for my oldest daughter for math. And it's the same exact math, the Living Education Math by Master Books. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I enjoyed talking to you. Again, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, you have any, advice, whatever that you want to give me or me give you, like I said, feel free to comment below or send me a message. Please don't forget to like, thumbs up, share, and subscribe to my vlog, my YouTube channel, Homeschooling Mama Denitza Rave. And don't forget to hit that little bell button so that way you get notifications whenever I publish a new vlog. And again, I'm still working on my Teachers Pay Teachers store, so I will also do a vlog on that sometime in the near future. So it was very, very nice speaking to you all, and I look forward to connecting with you again next week, hopefully. Bye.